In this lesson, we're going to learn about the Pythagorean Theorem. So first, some vocab that goes with it. In a right triangle, there's going to be two legs. So the legs are the A and the B, and they're the legs that meet to form this 90-degree angle. Then we have a hypotenuse. The hypotenuse is the longest side, and C stands for hypotenuse. But it's always the longest side of the triangle. So the Pythagorean theorem itself is going to be a squared plus b squared equals c squared. Using the formula a squared plus b squared equals c squared, we're going to solve this problem. So it tells us that a is equal to 5. So instead of a, I'm going to write 5 squared. And then b is equal to 12. So instead of b, I'm going to write 12 squared. And that's equal to c squared. So 5 squared is 25. 12 squared is 144. And that equals c squared. 25 plus 144 is 169. And that equals c squared. In order to get rid of a squared, like the c squared, we're going to do the opposite, which is square root. So c is equal to the square root of 169, which is 13. So the third side of my triangle is 13. So now we have a second triangle. I'm still going to use the formula a squared plus b squared equals c squared. And I need to identify what my a, b, and c are, because in this particular one it doesn't tell us. So I know the longest side of my triangle is c, or the hypotenuse. So remember that c is the hypotenuse, which is the longest side. So the longest side of this triangle is 21. So that means c is 21. So instead of c, I'm going to write 21 squared. Now I have 15. 15 is one of the legs because it meets where the 90-degree angle is. And it doesn't matter if it's a or b. So I'm going to say 15 is b, which means x is a. So I don't know what a is. A squared plus, but instead of b, I'm going to write 15. 15 squared. So 15 squared is 225. 21 squared is 441. So I have a squared plus 225 equals 441. Subtract 225 to both sides. A squared equals 216. The opposite of squaring something is square rooting it. A is equal to 14.69. Yes, we can have a decimal, that's fine. But I'm going to round to the nearest tenth, so that would be 14.7. So that means the second leg of my right triangle is 14.7. Complete these practice problems using the formula a squared plus b squared equals c squared.